So today I'm just going to cover the first part of the SCCM or Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. For the first part is assets and compliance. So we've got users here. All these users are pre-populated or configured through administration, which we'll cover in the last phase. Devices. These will list all the devices in SCCM that clients that have that are clients or not clients. You've got user collections here, which are pretty much all created from either through queries or through from Active Directory, which I will show how this all shows up. So if I go now to local, I go to users and groups and staff, I go groups, and I go to SCCM. So all these groups here will actually reflect all in the user collections. We've got device collections here, which are pretty much all. So these queries can be just simply either through a query that's actually pointing to hardware and stuff. So we've got some really common ones here. So So I'll grab that and show that to you. If we go to global device collections, Australia, New South Wales, a good one, which would be High Park for you guys. So if I go for New South Wales, I've got queries here. If I'm being really specific, there is a High Park one. Maybe not. But there is one for all staff. So these are actually off collections. Right click properties. And you should see include. So these are actually all include collections from in here. We've got queries, which is actually querying. If I go edit, and if I click edit query statement, you'll see here that this will show you. Give it some time. It does take a while, so be a bit patient. Show query language, so they'll tell you that it's actually looking for now to the local hardware-staff Australia New South Wales. So that will pick up all devices that does not have operating system name version of a server. So so this will pick up straight. It's nice and easy. Click OK. So that's it. All the device collections there. We've got different device collections for application like Zoom, for example. The Zoom you can use pretty easy ones is that you can use desktop collection properties. So reference collections pretty much tells you if it's using an existing one or has included version. So we've excluded servers from here because we don't want to deploy Zoom to servers, Zoom application to servers. So we click this, click edit, and pretty much it's the same thing when you go control panel and look for the application. Give some time again, it will show up as usual. So straight query, so you can tell that it's actually going through control panel and look at the display on the Zoom, so that will show up as an application on that device. Or 395 devices have Zoom installed. So creating a device collection is not too hard, but I'll cover that another day. User state migration, we don't use as intelligence, has all the categories all that we have for all devices. Inventory software, there's a lot of them actually, different versions. It will actually do the software counts. You can actually validate that. So if you scroll all the way up, you'll see how much people have Microsoft Visual x64 and which one has certain applications and stuff like that. So it's good. Hardware requirements, again, a whole bunch of stuff again. Tells you in detail what you need to know. Product lifecycle, so this actually tells you what we have in place, but which is a good thing. We're actually on 1909 SCCM and our enterprise systems are very good. We do have some legacy application, legacy OS on older versions, so that's obviously a good push for us to get up there. Software monitoring, obviously you see what that is, and if you actually put your mouse over it, it tells you what the functionality is. Compliance settings, we've got compliance items. So the most common one that I've deployed is the business hours for end user devices. So if on your device, I'll bring up mine, is you go to control panel, and then you go to I go to software center. Bring this over. And if I go to options, so my computer currently sits on Azure AD, and this is the actual item baselines. So if I click properties, as I just did, we have settings, we have scripts, we have edits. And if I go to compliance rules, you'll see that's 8. It's 8 a.m., 17, 5 p.m., 62 is Monday to Friday. And yep, you can see that it's 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. And my device is compliant, obviously, so click OK on that. So this configuration item is then deployed to a configuration baseline. This configuration baseline itself is then deployed to the end user device. So for this, it's deployed to all Azure AU devices. For New South Wales, it's all deployed to all AU New South Wales staff collections. So obviously, this really kicks in. So the default SCCM software set hours are from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. If this was not set up properly, people who got updates will be done during business hours, and that will piss a lot of people off. This one is the most recent one deployed, which is the disable UAC quick assist, and you can tell that by the rendition that it's pretty big, 90% up, which is good. We've got user data and profiles, which we don't really use these days. We've got group policy. In that case, OneDrive for business, we don't use that as well. Remote connection policies, not really. Compliance policies, we don't use at all. Conditional access, we don't need this, as we already have this on our Intune platform as well as Exchange and 365. Company resource access, this is actually good for Windows Hello for Business, but we don't need this, to be honest, as we already have Windows Hello for Business in Intune. That will cover that another time. Terms and conditions, you don't really need this. Winter edition. This was this is what I've done. So if you have any devices that are on Windows 10 Professional, you can target this to upgrade them from Windows 10 Product Key to Windows 10 Enterprise, and that means it's pretty straightforward. So which is good. I have deployed it, so it does work well. Microsoft Edge browsers, we don't use this. As we said, we have group policy for that. Endpoint management, we don't need this as we don't have ATP anymore. And that's the first session for today.